Okay, so now we are on try 4. Let's see. What is not offensive to our another today? How about the bumblebees? The bumblebees and the birds and the flocks and the critters. All of the animals within the world are finding a new way, believe it or not, to congregate. There are still the same old energies which are connecting them. Food, predators, prey. That piece is still there and will be there for a while, but you will see how there's a greater connectivity now, how the animals are being born differently on both sides of the spectrum, and how they're interacting with one another other than when it relates to food. Now, it's been there a bit, but not like you will see now. The lion and the lamb will literally lay down together now because it is just energy. And unless you are hungry, you will fight less. You will barb less. You will be kinder. You will be more affectionate. It will be different while natural disasters will continue to arise, causing disruptions in the food chain for animals, including humans. It will create a deeper connectivity amongst you all. So now, what can we say today that is inspiring? Well, fuck it all. These are difficult times for many of you. And difficult times doesn't mean that you're struggling financially, or that your marriages are breaking up, or that your children are having difficulties, or that you're having health issues. Difficulties can come in the little things, such as, I'm not happy, I'm not content with where I'm at. I know that there's more out there somehow, somewhere, and I just don't know where to find it. I feel a massive discontentment within me, and I don't know what this is. I have everything that I could need, possibly, and yet here I am sitting wishing it were different. And not better, just different. I've got a dissatisfaction in my soul today, and I want to fill it with something that actually makes it feel good. I'm tired of the basic rhythm that I find my life in, because it is the same day in, day out. Monotony, routine, nothing new, nothing inspiring. And here I sit having all my needs met, and yet I still dare to bitch and complain. The latte doesn't satisfy me. The shopping doesn't satisfy me. The friends no longer satisfy me. The trips no longer satisfy me. I don't know what's wrong, but my level of dissatisfaction has gone through the roof, and that is because you are not living. You are merely existing. You have created patterns which move you through life, but why did you come? Why did you incarnate? For most of you, you actually came for a specific reason, to make an imprint somehow, somewhere, some why. And you're not. You're just coasting, bored to tears. But hey, it feels pretty good though, right? But what if you were to jump out of a perfectly good airplane when you didn't need to? You were not pushed. There was no necessity. But what if you jumped out of a perfectly good airplane just to feel the thrill of being alive? Now, you need not jump out of a perfectly good airplane. You start with what inspires me. Who would I like to help today? How would I like to be of service in this world instead of just going get my fingers and toes done, hookers and blows done, right? What is it that I could do today to actually make a difference in somebody else's life. Buy a homeless man a pair of shoes. Buy him an actual warm meal, a blanket. Find a homeless woman and offer her a place to stay until she gets back on her feet, expecting nothing from her, but just offering her a safe place to lay her head every night and some food in the fridge, and saying, okay, go and create your world now. I'm going to give you 3 years, but we're going to meet, and I'm going to be your mentor, but a loving mentor where you just tell me what it is that you have done to create a better space for yourself in your heart, in your mind, and in your body. What is it in your past that you are running from that creates the need to be homeless from a perspective of what happened to you to bring you here? You don't just choose to be homeless. You choose to make choices which offers other choices, which offers other choices, which offers other choices. And then you end up homeless. So let's all unite. If you have money, find a way to help others, a meaningful way. Not the usual, I'm going to give it to some nonprofit organization and have them do the work while I have no compassion for these people. I'm going to sponsor one person, and I'm going to choose to do it differently. I'm going to choose to be love and light. I'm going to choose to help this person to see themselves as worthy of being cared for and protected and guided. And I'm going to put them in therapy, and I'm going to get them a bank account, and I'm going to teach them some real-world skills. It's the Pygmalion story of new, right? Find where you can make a difference in just one person's life and make it meaningful. Change one person's life before you die by helping them to get back on their feet, helping them to get educated, helping them to see the loving human being that they are. And if you find one person who is not up for the task with you, then find another, or another, or another. There are thousands out there who would be willing and accepting of your guidance, and many who are not, because that is not their life's journey. But nonetheless, go out and give it a try and see what you can do. Make it work. You're here to leave an imprint, to make a ripple effect on the lives of others. And if you have done it only in a negative way because you've been selfish and self-absorbed, well, fine, that's in the past. Create a different way of seeing yourself now. Say, okay, I can choose to change on a dime as long as I choose it and I want to choose it. So why not? Be the change that you wish to see in the world. If you think people are lazy, well, then help to educate them. Help to inspire them, not through shame, but by focusing on what they do well. Are they good at cutting hair? Well, good, then send them to get a degree in hair cutting. Are they good at mopping or at cleaning? Well, then help them to find job opportunities. Help them to start an LLC so they can offset some of the expenses. Find accountants, find attorneys who will help this person. Create your own personal incubation system where you change one person's life. It's not that hard. Find someone where you resonate with them in some fashion. Go to a homeless shelter and talk to and interview people and find the one person whose story resonates the most with yours, where you think, but for the grace of God, there go I. Find someone where you have similar belief systems, similar stories, similar concepts, similar backgrounds, whatever it is, and invest in that one person in a meaningful way so that when you have your life review, you will see the ripple effect of how you touched one person and made their life a living hell no more. Because the fact is, you all live in so much fear of either not being good enough or too good, if you know what we mean. And it just needs to be balanced out. If you have excess, then share with others to give you meaning. but not in a, I'm doing this for accolades. Just do it for the sake of helping another human being. And if you are a human being who needs the support or assistance, then ask the universe to teach you what it is that you need to learn in order for you to find your Pygmalion host who can help you to get your feet back on the ground where you're walking around. Find and trust that there is something better out there, and just be the best version of you that you can every day, trusting that something better is around the corner and that you are loved and that you are worthy of being loved by others. And if they don't, that's fine, because you're not a good vibrational match. Just find those who align with you. You only really need 1 or 2 people, and in a world of 7 billion plus, it shouldn't be that hard to just find one other person who sees the world kind of like you do and who wishes to join you on your journey. This is the time of partnership and collaboration and competition no more. We ask that you all step out of your own belief paradigms and create something better, not only for yourselves, but for humanity as a whole. And so it is. Namaste.